Hey, it's me again. I just left Goodwill. I dropped some stuff off. I went inside for a little bit, but all I found a hoodie and a pair of leggings, like Reebok exercise pants or whatever. Nothing fancy. I just threw them in the trunk. It's nothing fancy. And that's all I bought. I tell you what, once they no longer honor the discount card, which I think takes effect next June, I'm not going to be buying anywhere near as much stuff here. If I can't get my discount anymore, nah. I will take that into account when I decide what to buy and what to put back. I had a couple of videos I wanted to make, and I'm on my way to Kohl's right now. And I thought I would talk about one of them on my way. And if you're new here, welcome, first of all. And I want you to know, if you are new here, I'm not actually looking at you right now. I'm looking at the traffic. I'm looking at the road. I promise you, I am not sitting here focusing on the phone that is attached to a thingy that's attached to my windshield. I'm not looking at y'all. So don't worry. I have talked to myself like my whole life. I've been one to talk to myself. I just decided to start recording, and I talk to myself in the car all the time. So I thought I would start sharing it with y'all for anybody that wants to hear it. And the thing I wanted to talk to you about today was knowing your worth. And this is I need to just label this like my bumper sticker series, because I sound like a damn bumper sticker. Know your worth. I sound like a t-shirt. But I'm serious. It's an important thing that a lot of people don't think about. Especially if you grew up in a dysfunctional home. I think people underestimate how much dysfunction throughout your childhood can kind of mess you up. You might not even realize it. I think there are a lot of wounded people walking around out there who have no idea that they are, that they are affected by, they were affected by the way they grew up. And I realize nobody had a perfect childhood. Nobody. Everybody, you just go through stuff. It's just part of being alive. You're going to go through things, and they're going to affect you. Life is not all sunshine and rainbows and, a picnic at the lake with noodle salad. That's just not life. That's not everyday life. But, some people really grew up with just horrible shit going on in their lives. There's a YouTube channel called Soft White Underbelly, and I love that channel. It's this guy, and he just goes all around the country, and it's very simple. His videos just consist of him interviewing people that he meets just out, all over the country, like homeless people, prostitutes, runaways, drug addicts. I mean, he talks to all kinds of people, and it can really open your eyes to the fact that, when these people start talking about like their childhoods and stuff, oh God, if nothing else, you can listen to these people talk about your childhood. And for me, anyway, I'm listening to these people going, holy hell. You know what? I have a newfound appreciation for my childhood when I hear what other people had to go through and the things that affected them. You know what? My childhood was not that bad compared to what some people have been through. I am very grateful for the childhood I had, and overall it was great. But in a lot of ways, I kind of grew up feeling like I didn't deserve to be treated with respect. And it's not because my parents are assholes or anything like that, but I just kind of got the feeling that if nothing else, everybody else's feelings mattered more than mine. Maybe that's a better way to look at it. You worry, you put everybody else ahead of yourself. You prioritize everyone else over yourself 100% of the time. Like, if you grew up having to worry about how everyone else felt, you kind of internalize that, and you may feel like you don't deserve to be treated, with respect. You treat other people well, but if someone were to treat you well, it would make you uncomfortable. You ever feel that? Like if somebody does something for you, it makes you feel a little weird. that's me. I don't like people. I don't like people doing things for me. I really don't. It makes me extremely uncomfortable for people to do anything for me. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the road. They're doing. Not really sure what's going on right here. Thumping. They've got the traffic blocked off in these lanes. Okay, it looks like it's blocked off again up there for some reason. I'm just gonna stay in this lane right here, I guess. So yes, it makes me very uncomfortable for anybody to do anything for me. I'm like, no, I got it. You don't need to do anything for me. I'm fine. No. Now, I will be happy to help other people out all day long, but if you do anything for me, it's gonna make me really uncomfortable. And having to ask for help under any circumstances, like, it doesn't even matter. If I have to ask for help, oh God, I hate asking for help. I will go out of my way to avoid it. I won't even ask for directions because I hate the thought of bothering anybody. And if you have, and I can relate to this, if you have a history of picking toxic significant others, you may not know your worth. You may have this, and I had a history of picking just really terrible people to be with. And I think in a way, toxic, narcissistic people it's like they have this radar and they can pick up on people who are like that. Easy targets. People who don't know their worth, and they're wonderful people, and they take advantage of people like that. I really think they have a radar for people. They're like sharks. In they can just smell that blood in the water. Like, they just know. They know if you're a good source right there. There's a tasty hunk of meat right there, and they're gonna gobble you up and treat you like crap because deep down, and you allow them to continue to do it because deep down you feel like that's what you deserve, or you don't deserve to be treated with respect. Maybe you never have been. And one thing about growing up that way, though, you can become very self-reliant, or you can become like the ultimate codependent, and you just live to serve others, and you define all of your worth by other people's opinions of you. I mean, it can be very detrimental. It can be very destructive to your psyche and your existence. It can be horrible. For me, I just became super duper ultra independent. Like, I don't need anybody. I don't need anybody for anything. And so when a good person came into my life, like, I didn't know what to do with that at first. It was really weird, and I thought there has to be something wrong with this relationship. It was before I really understood that I felt that way. I didn't really quite get, number one, why, how I got to feel that way, and number two, how it affected my choice of people to date or marry. I didn't really understand it yet, but fortunately, over time, I accepted the fact that maybe I do deserve to be in a happy, healthy relationship, and I'm glad that was so. But unfortunately, other problems came up, and we can't be together at this point. But maybe someday, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not super worried about it right now. I don't really define myself by my relationship status. I am in a comfortable, committed, but kind of strange relationship, but it works for us. So yeah, I'm happy with it. But before that, I had a long history of dating and marrying men that were absolutely just freaking like nuclear waste. I mean, they were just the most toxic substance you could encounter. Just horrible, horrible people. Truly just awful, parasitic, narcissistic people. And I was drawn to these people. It was weird. It's like I found them so appealing for some reason. And I think it's because subconsciously, it links back again to your childhood and the way you grew up. I could be with this person and feel just as shitty as I did as a child. Let's go. Hell yeah. That sounds great. But you don't know it. This is all subconscious. You don't have these conscious thoughts. Yeah, I think it's an epidemic. I really think we have, I think there are tons of people out there of all ages, all over, who feel this way and don't realize it. And it affects their entire lives. They go out and you maintain maybe not even romantic relationships, but friendships and family ties, family relationships that are just horrible for you. You put up with a lot from your friends, from your relatives, from your coworkers, from strangers. You put up with a lot of shit that you really don't have to. You don't. But somehow on a subconscious level, you kind of feel like you do. I don't deserve to be treated well. Well, I'm here to tell you, you do. You do deserve to be treated with respect and decency. You absolutely do. You don't have to do anything to deserve that. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You don't. If you are in a relationship, whether it's romantic or a friendship or what, a family relationship, whatever it is, if you have a relative, a friend, a significant other, a spouse, whoever, a child, a parent, if you have a relationship with someone who treats you poorly, you don't have to live with it. You don't. You absolutely don't. Now, I know some people feel like blood is thicker than water. If it's family, you have to, but I'm here to tell you, and I know everybody doesn't agree, I'm here to tell you, you don't. You absolutely don't. At the very least, you have every right to limit your exposure to that person. Just because you're related to them doesn't mean they get to treat you like garbage. They don't get to abuse you simply because you're related. What kind of crap is that? No, blood is not thicker than water. I don't care what anybody says. Some of my best lifelong close relationships were with people I'm not related to. And, they're not family, but they might as well be. I feel like they're more family to me than some of my actual family members. And that's okay. That's absolutely okay. Nobody has the right to treat you that way. Nobody. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they say. They don't have the right to treat you that way. And I am here to give you permission today to say enough. It's going to stop today. I'm giving you permission to do that. Whoever it is in your life, if you have someone in your life who has no respect for you and treats you bad, you have every right to get the hell away from them. You have every right to tell them they have no right to talk to you that way. They have no right to treat you this way. They have no right. And you're no longer going to allow it. Tell them that. They will probably scoff at first. What are you talking about? What? And they may make it all about you. Well, I treat you the way I do because you make me. Look what you made me do. I've had that happen. Well, I would treat you better if you blah, blah, blah. No. You're not going to treat me shamefully anymore. Ever again. I would never treat anyone that way. I would not treat other people that way. And for way too long in my young life and in my adult life, I tolerated it. I tolerated a lot from a lot of people for a lot of years. And then, I don't know, one day, I don't know, it's like I just woke up to it. I just woke up and realized I would never treat other people this way. Why am I allowing it in my own life? Why am I allowing people to do this to me? And I'm allowing it. People will do whatever you allow them to get away with. Some people just will. If you allow them to treat you like crap, they're going to treat you like crap. For as long as you let them, they'll do it. They will take advantage of you. They will use you as long as you let them do it. They're never going to stop. They will never stop. They're a bottomless pit. And you may think, and here's what I fell into. It's like it's like you're in Vegas, right? And you've put all this money into a slot machine, and you're thinking, I really should walk away. I mean, I keep pulling the thing and I don't win. I put more money in and I pull the thing and I don't win. But I've already invested so much. It's the sunken something fallacy. You've invested so much in this person. But I've been with them so long. We've been through so much, and it's really you've been through so much. They haven't been through a damn thing. They're fine. They are not struggling or suffering with anything. They're cool with the shitty relationship because they get to treat you like shit and you tolerate it. I've already invested so much in this person. I can't walk away now. Oh, maybe it'll get better. I mean, we had a good day last week. We had all week last week was pretty good. Everything was good. We took that trip and it was nice. And, maybe it's going to be okay. And I can't just walk away. Yes, you can. Listen, people don't change. You cannot keep putting more time and more effort and more love and more care into people that are just toxic. You can't fix them. You can't fix them. You can't change them. This is not a Hallmark movie where they're going to have this moment of, clarity. Oh my God. Oh, I never saw what was right in front of me the whole time. You're so good to me, and I've taken advantage of you, and I've treated you so bad, and then you have a hug and you cry it out and everything's great. No, these people are never going to do that. If you are with someone who does not recognize how great you are, they don't deserve you. And you damn sure don't deserve them. You damn sure don't deserve to be with somebody who is going to treat you like shit. I did it for way too long. I was a doormat for so long. Never again. And that's what I want you to say today. Never again. Never again. Now, I'm not saying go out there and be a bristly bitch and treat people like crap. Don't become them. Don't be like them. Continue being your awesome self. Treat people the way you would want to be treated. That's the golden rule. I follow that myself. I was always taught the golden rule growing up. Treat people the way you would like to be treated. But on the flip side, expect treatment back from those people that is what you would give them. You should expect the same thing in return. And if you're not getting it, you need to get the hell away from them. Don't sit there waiting for them to change, because they're not going to change. You don't deserve to be treated like garbage. You don't. You are an awesome person. And if they can't see that, they don't deserve to be around you anyway. It would be better to be alone than to be treated so shamefully. I'd rather be alone the rest of my life than to end up in another toxic relationship. And I would choose that. I would choose to be alone the rest of my life over that. It is not worth it. It's better to be alone and have peace in your life than to have to live with that. I've done it. I'll never do it again. I will never do it again. So know your worth. You're worth a lot. You are a great person. You deserve all the good things. You deserve every good thing. And I want you to remember that today. I want you to remember it for the rest of your life. You don't deserve to be treated poorly. And you shouldn't tolerate it. You absolutely should not. I don't care who that person is. They don't have the right to treat you that way. Keep being awesome. Put positive energy out into the world. Do good things for people. Be a good person. But expect the same thing back from other people. You deserve it. So that's my message to you today. That is my t-shirt. That is my bumper sticker for you today. Know your worth. Because you're worth a lot. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you have a great day. And I'll see you again soon.